Hey, what's up, Gemini? How are you guys doing? Welcome. So, I just want to tell you really quick, if you're not on YouTube, then you're not going to get this full reading. You're only going to get, maybe a minute or two of it. So, jump on over to my bio, click on YouTube. That way, you can watch the full reading and get your full message so tarot can help you. And then also, if you're wanting a personal reading, connect with your past loved one, career, love, whatever it is, jump on over to the bio, click on my email, and email me if you're wanting spiritual counsel. We can schedule it all, okay? Super important to work on yourself. So, I want to tell you, before I was doing the reading and visions I had last night, I don't know if you guys are just feeling like right now. I realize Gemini has many faces, right? I get that part. But I dreamt that you guys are feeling like you have two people inside you. So that was very interesting. Anyway, moving on for that, I just thought I'd share it. I hope you guys are doing well. I'm watching the sunset go down right now. It's like pink and peach and purple. Let me move this down a little bit more. It's really beautiful because the sun is going down. So your Page of Swords fell out, you guys, and I feel like here's your Page of Swords in the world, and you're like, you know what? I'm having new ideas. I'm learning new stuff, and I'm having fresh thinking. So I think you guys are really just coming into like, I'm really wanting to have new ideas and I want to learn new things. So I'm able to do things on my own all the time and I don't have to ask others. So there's your Page of Swords. It's telling you mental activity, thought, ideas, and belief, communication, exactly what I was saying. And you just have this really bright and curious mind. And you're like, Gemini's minds are always going. It's hard to turn them off. I don't know if you guys ever do. I'm gonna be real with you. Oop, that card turned over. But that's good. There's nothing wrong with that, but you do need to rest. I'm gonna tell you guys this sunset I'm focusing on. It's like pink, purple, peach, oranges, and then blue. It's so beautiful outside. Yeah, your Seven of Wands fell out next, Gemini. It says you're feeling challenged and that you feel like you have to protect your position and defend yourself and stand your ground. You're like, I need to be on this higher ground to protect myself. I think that you guys need to be open minded. I think that you guys need to be able to hear everybody out and what they think and stop being so argumentative because the swords is up there. You got your wand. You're like ready to, who's coming next? Let me just fucking jump on them type shit. Nah, it doesn't got to be like that. So put down your swords, put down your wands, and try to have that loving nature. I think maybe you guys need to get yourself some pink quartz. Look, I'm going to show you one here. It's some pink quartz. That's the loving crystal. I have my skull over here that's also like a lightish pink. Anything, it doesn't matter as long as it's pink quartz, right? My Egyptian statues are standing out to me right now with you guys. I don't know what that's about. I feel like they're calling to you. So if you guys are into Egyptian mythology like I am, there may be a reason I told you that. Yeah, like I just can't stop focusing on that. Okay, let's move on. Anyway, Nine of Wands. It says you're resilient, you're ready to go, you're not giving up, you're bruised. So it's like you just came out of a battle. Listen, not everybody is out to get you, Gemini, and you don't have to fight with everybody. Okay, that's what I'm going to tell you. I was just getting done with the reading, explaining the ego and the shadow, and to me, it's like the same thing here. It's talking about you're just like wanting to fight. You have that fight mentality. You need to put down your swords and your wands and just get that loving nature. I'm telling you, get you a loving pink quartz. Keep it around you. Get a couple of them. Put them in different areas of your house. Put them where you sleep. Put them where if you go to work, bring one with you in the living room. But you definitely need that loving nature around you because I want to tell you, Gemini, there's other things out there than people out to get you and fighting with people. Two of Wands. And I'm not judging, okay? We've all been there. Two of Wands is saying you're looking out into the world and you're trying to develop a clear plan and you're choosing to move forward and leave your comfort zone. But the universe, again, is telling you this. Are you ready to actually go, though? Are you ready to actually put in the work? Can we count on you? Can we count on you that you're going to be able to handle it? Are you going to call in sick? Are you going to get sick? There's just shit like that I'm feeling. I want to explain something to you guys. Okay, let's go into the ego part because I think this is going to fall into a lot of the readings. Fell into the second one. I'm on the third. If you're cross watching, you know, Sun, Moon, Venus, Rising, that's fine too. I want to tell you guys, if this reading doesn't resonate with you, it doesn't mean that every reading is going to resonate with you. There's billions of people out in the world. Just take what you can that does resonate. But let's focus on this, okay? Because I do a lot of spiritual counsel with different people, couples, singles, it doesn't matter. And I want to focus on this. So I want to tell you guys something about the ego, okay? The ego is angry and the shadow is sad, okay? They're two and they coincide with each other. So the ego operates from anger. It's projecting, right? It's projecting things onto others, itself. It's rejecting and blaming everybody else for their problems. Anger is, okay? So you got anger with that, and it's projecting, it's rejecting, it's blaming everybody else for the problems. No accountability for themselves. And then the shadow side absorbs it all. It's like a sponge, like SpongeBob, right? It definitely absorbs. It absorbs all the responsibility and acts from the place of victim. It's helpless, hopeless. And then they are integrated together to complete one another, right? And so I like to put them into two categories, okay? So it's like, all right, we got our ego here. I'm going to use this. And then we got, I'm going to use Buddha as our shadow side, okay? So it's like, it helps you to understand both of them and make them better. How one or the other shows up in different conversations in life is different masks. So you got one mask, right? With the ego, you got one mask with the shadow side. And it's like when you actually do the shadow work, you're able to see things from a different perspective. You're not like one situation you looked at before. Once you've done the ego and shadow work, and I want to throw an inner child in there that goes in with both of them, okay? Once you've done that work, you're able to see things from a different perspective. So you may looked at it, like I was saying, one way before, but now that you've come out of that, you've come out of the victim mentality and you've come out of the brighter side of the ego and shadow because you've done the work, then you're going to look at a situation you looked at before and be like, holy shit, I just can't believe I approached it that way. It's okay, but it happened. But it's like going forward, learn how to calm your ego down and your shadow side and just really work on yourself and your inner child. So the shadow work and ego work with exercises, right, in order to do them. So when we create the shadow, bottom line is we create the ego, okay? And I'm going to tell you, some people don't even realize till they start working on their ego and shadow side that they didn't even realize it's their ego talking when they're in conversations. I do it. We've all done it. I've been working on mine for the last 8 to 9 years. And I'm telling you, it freaking helps when you work all three. And it's like, when I have these conversations with my clients and I tell them this shit, they're like, holy shit, Ashley, I'm scared of my ego now. Because they're realizing it and working on themselves, having these spiritual counsel coaching sessions, that these are parts we need to hold compassion for and forgiveness. Okay? They need compassion. They need forgiveness. And then embrace both of them. This is how we tune back into oneself. This is how we align with the higher self. Okay, Gemini? This is how also, so you have these two, and now they're going to coincide together, but you're also going to have, I'm going to add to this, your inner child. So here's your inner child, right? Hopping along. They need to be added into this, this commitment too. And it's like, this is how we surrender to the sweetness in life, yes. And you say to yourself, I am a work in progress. Sure you are, of course. I am too. I am every day. We all are. And then it's like when I tell my clients, and I'm honing in on this, 9/11, look that up. When I tell my clients, I ask them this question, Gemini, I say, you were told who to be your whole life, okay? Your whole life, Gemini, you were told who to be. We're arranging these. But it's like, you've lived by that for so long, that's all you know. But when I ask directly to my clients and when I asked myself before I was doing the self-discovery journey, I asked them, who are you really, though? Because you were told your whole life who to be. I look directly in your eye, Gemini, and I tell you, if I was looking at you right now, Gemini, who are you really? What is your answer going to be? Put it down in the comments. Because aren't you curious to discover who you really are? Aren't you curious to find out who Gemini is, not who you've been told to be your whole damn life? I mean, it's real shit, guys. And I'm not Miss Know-It-All over here. I'm going through it with y'all, and I'm going through it still, and I'm learning myself for the last 9 years and have done a lot of work to be where I am at today. And it doesn't happen overnight. So, if you guys would like to set up spiritual counsel with me, that's fine. We can do it. Email me. Great. I'm happy to have you. We can start working. I have clients who are doing weekly sessions. I have clients that can afford monthly sessions or whatever you can afford, right? If it's not me, get with somebody who can do it for you because it's going to help you. All right, so back to your reading. That was part of it. I wanted to hone in on that because it's super important. Come out of the Page of Swords, Seven of Wands, and Knight of Wands, and Two of Wands. And come in, to the Two of Wands so you can develop that plan. Come out of battle mode with your swords and wands and really focus in on what's going to happen and leave your comfort zone. Put that fear. We have coaching sessions on fear too. Fear is another fucking whole thing, all right? Let me just tell you. Fear is a mother Friday, and fear will hold your ass back. I don't need to go into that. I have conversations with Ashley that goes into that. I've kind of focused on readings and haven't been back in there, and I definitely will when I can. But I'm telling you, there's so much discovery to learn, though, in those. You can go listen. It's a podcast on YouTube about different things in your life, period, that I've been through that I need to add some more to. But go listen to them because that'll help you. So I want to tell you that come out of that mode and really develop a clear plan, Gemini, because it's going to help you. I'm going to pull 2 more cards for this deck. We're in 12 minutes. Yeah, it says judgment. This is kind of where we're going here. You're having a spiritual awakening. You're having a self-assessment awakening. Like we just went over. I had that whole conversation with you and look what fell out. Okay? You're looking at yourself. Your sins are forgiven. Your sins are forgiven, Gemini. Okay? Release them. We have a full moon coming up. It's full moon, like 7:30 a.m. on the 24th, which is Saturday. But really, the full moon, I would do the stuff on the 23rd that night. Your crystals, whatever. Get some bay leaves, write shit out. Sharpie. Use a Sharpie. Release what needs to go. Ask what wants to come in. But bottom line is, you're having a spiritual awakening. You're having self-assessments on yourself. Your sins are forgiven, and you need to heal and ascend to the next level and get out of that mode that you're at. I mean, that's huge, Gemini, especially what we just went over. It resonates. It's like I say it and then the cards say it, right? That's how it goes. All right, what else do we got for Gemini? I think during this full moon, there's lots of healing going on for everybody. Ooh, that card just flew out, Gemini. Holy crap. Yeah, okay, so the card that's on the floor is the Tower card, and it's upright. So it's talking about there's going to be a rude awakening, and I think it has to do with oneself. I think you're realizing, like, when we were talking about the ego, the shadow side, and the inner child, you're like, the falsehood is being exposed, and basically what Spirit's doing is bringing in the Tower. It's good or bad. Bringing in the Tower to show you to really self-reflect on yourself and work on yourself. That's why Source is bringing you that Tower. And when you do something now, you're really starting to realize, like, wow, I'm not being that person that I thought I am or that I want to be. I need to come out of that. And that's the best way I can put it. So let's leave it there with those cards. I'm going to pull out of this Cosmic Journey Oracle. And I'm probably going to put you're having a spiritual awakening with oneself for the title. Yeah, I chipped my nail when I was trying to pick that up. So that's also a confirmation. Nervousness, anxiety, all of that shit. Wipe that off, Gemini. And let's get moving into who you truly are meant to be. What do we got for Gemini? There's one. It says, find your star family, Gemini, in this cosmic game of hide and seek. Number 14. We can talk about it really quick. Let's see what they're saying in number 14. You can also look at that number spiritually on Google. So it's like, find your star family in the cosmic game of hide and seek. It says, part of your mission here on Earth, Gemini, is to put the gang back together. It's time to assemble your star family, whose members were dispersed like seeds to the solar wind. There's a cosmic hide and seek we all play until we meet again in the most serendipitous and magical ways. Ashe. Then something clicks, a deep knowing of sharing something more than just this moment together across multiple lifetimes. Wow. Hello. This is what I was talking about. Once the gang is back together and the circles have been formed, there's another level of assemblage that needs to bring these lights together in greater circles for an even greater purpose. And then it's like the cosmic catalyst. What? Oh my gosh. Listen to this, guys. Who do I have a special connection with? It's a question. How are we connected in the galactical game? And then it's like cosmic checkbox. Come up with the names of your own circle, okay? Circle of life. Look at the circle. Come up with names for your own circle. What is the gathering's greatest purpose? I mean, Jim, this is all talking about working on yourself. You're having a spiritual awakening. Big time. I'm going to pull a couple more. What else do we got for Gemini? You guys are my last reading tonight. The sun has went down officially. A little bit of light left, but it was so beautiful. Now it's like blue, gray, white, and orange instead of pink, peach, purple, and blue. What else do we got? I mean, look at these colors. What else do we got for Gemini? Let those fall. All right. Oh, so funny, you guys. Cut away what is no longer needed for you. And look, they're like cutting branches off the tree here with the cutters. And the number is 9. So yeah, get away from people who are just yuck, that are not for you. If they are not bringing you money, bringing you love, bringing you happiness and joy and peace, they do not belong in your life, baby. Real shit. So you have number 14 and 9 on the deck. And then it says number 7. Close your eyes and open your heart. I remember I was talking about the pink quartz, you guys. So yeah, definitely get yourself a pink quartz. Man, what a beautiful reading, Gemini. I love you guys. If you were here, I'd give you a hug. I know it's been a longer reading, but you guys needed it. Till next time, message, Gemini.